Whoops. Hi guys, I'm gonna rebuild Toa Tom. Just show you how to build him. It's quite some complex things in there. So, well, without further ado, let's get started. I'll start with the feet, work from the bottom up. I've used the feet from Bulk, the first edition of Bulk, because they're sleek and obviously they're silver, so it fits with the rest of the model. And you attach one of these connectors just to the foot as you would with any other set. And then you need a red, oh you can't see, then you need a red 2-length axle. Put it in here like that, and then this thing, I don't even know what it is, but that then goes here, I think. No, it doesn't. Oh, this is great, I can't even remember how to rebuild it now. No, it goes like this. Like so. Then you leave that cowl claw there, and that just goes into here. And that's one foot done. I'll just quickly do the other one. Connector, 2-length axle, funny silver thing, claw, 2 feet. Now I've got most of these. Some of these pieces, the silver pieces, are from Mystica. So these are the legs from Tahu's set, 4 arms. They're both the same piece. They just clip on here. Then you need a piece like this. Oops, dropped it. With 2 holes, 2 round holes and 1 cross hole, like that. And that then goes. You need 1 peg in it. Sorry, 2 pegs in it. Like that. That goes there. And then one of these things, I don't even know what they're called, I don't think there is a name for them. They go on here using another 2-length axle. They're not all going to be the same colour, I've got bits from all over the place. And you push that in there like that to secure that on there. You're going for the other leg, funny piece like this, 2 pegs, goes on the leg here, another funny piece. I'm going to call everything a funny piece by the end of this video. 2-length axle is on here, straight in like that. So that's the bottoms of the legs. Now the upper legs, it gets a bit complicated, and I break the rules a bit to try and get these things to work. So the pieces you need are your average leg piece, leg armour from Bulk again, one of these. It's a 3-length axle with a stud at the end, and a connector here, a little washer. Now, oh yes, and one of these, a bar piece with 2 cross holes at each end. Now you put the bar piece with 1 cross hole there, so that you can see it poking out there, the 3-length axle goes through this hole, and that then goes through the middle hole, the end hole of the leg piece, and you'll notice this little connector thing will slot in here, but it won't stay, so that's what this washer is for. And you'll have to bend this black piece slightly to get it to go all the way through, and then push the washer on to keep it there. And that's the upper leg, and that then clips on there. One leg done. Again. There we have it, legs are done. Put those to one side. Body. Now, this white piece here, I didn't start off with it. Well, when I first made the model, it was white, and it's just stayed like that ever since. It doesn't really fit with the colour scheme, so I think actually right now I'm going to change it to black. If I can find one. Okay, I'm recording this for the second time because last time I tried to do the torso, I completely forgot how to do it. So, I've remembered now. You need a pelvis piece, and this piece, funny thing, with 2 cross holes in one side and a hole in the middle on the other side, and Nuva chest plate here, and that goes straight on like that. Now, to stop that from wobbling, because usually if you put that on there it will just wobble because you're only connecting it via one hole. So you need the 3 axle goes on there, that goes through the bottom hole of the pelvis, and yeah, you can see that that's just going to wobble straight away. So what you do is you need 2 of these. I'll get the lighter colour one so you can actually see what it is. It's just a small thing with 2 little cross holes in it. The reason I haven't got 2 of the same colour is because I couldn't find any of the same colour. And they need one of these to go through them. It doesn't have to be grey, it can be blue or whatever colour, but grey was the only one I could find so that I had enough blue ones to use later on. That's assembled like that, and then that goes on like that, and it stops it from wobbling, so that's pretty sturdy. Now I've done it again. I've gone and put that on before putting on the torso piece, so let's just quickly take this Nuva chest plate off. Did I sound Australian then? Anyway, peg goes in the second hole down from the top. You also need, where's it gone? A shorter peg with a stud at the top, and that stops the torso piece from wobbling. Goes in the top there, and the reason it stops the torso piece from wobbling is because the torso piece actually doesn't have a hole second up from the bottom. I don't know why they did that, it's really annoying, but that's the way it is. So that then goes like that, and it's quite sturdy, so that should be fine. Then the Nuva chest plate goes back on here. this is the bit I forgot how to do last time. You need one of these. It's a 3-axle with a stud in the end, like we use for the legs. That goes through this hole at the back, just above the black pelvis piece, straight through, and 2 of these things with a cross hole at each end and a round hole in the middle. They both go on here. No, they don't. First we need one of these black ones with a cross hole in the middle, cross hole at each end, and then 90 degrees you've got a round hole in the middle. That goes on pointing upwards towards the head. Then you need these 2 red ones. They don't have to be red, I could only find red, so they both go on here. Then you need Bulk's chest piece, which I have slightly modified to get rid of the hero logo. That goes on here. And there you have the body. Oh, and on the back you need this thing, which has a 3 long peg connector, goes in the back of there, and then you just clip that straight on there, like so. Now for the head, as you can see, it does come up a little bit further away from the rest of the body, mainly because without that you can't move the head because it's too close to this chest plate here. So you need just your generic connector piece, a 2 long axle. I'm not sure if you can see that, it's a bit blurred, but obviously you can work out what it is by the way it goes in here. That then goes into that black piece that we connected earlier. Like that. Then you have the head brick. It's gone a bit funny. That's because when I was being a bit of a silly mood, I decided I was going to modify the mask, make it a cross pattern so I could fit it into one of the stars head pieces, and it went wrong, so now it doesn't fit into anything, so I had to glue it to it. Anyway, there, headpiece goes on here. I'm going to leave the mask till later because I'm probably going to need to glue it again, or not. No, it's staying on. There you go. There's the mask. That's I've painted that mostly silver, but it did come from the Eerie set. It was a Matoran in the 2nd series, and it was already half silver. I just wanted it to be completely silver. So there you go. That's the head and the body. Just stick the legs on it. Now I'm sitting here wondering why the chest plate is wobbling so much, because it wasn't doing that before, but it's kind of okay. It will do for now. Anyway, now for the arms. Put that across to one side. I've done a funny thing with the arms to try and get the right pieces in. So you need a shorter arm piece and a connector and a 2 long axle when I can find one. There's one. Like that. That then goes through here and into the top of this one, like that. And this only works with the old-fashioned short arm pieces. It won't work with the new ones because they've changed the design and it's too thin and it will break if you try it. So don't do that. Now, then we have a Nuva shoulder pad that goes on sideways like this onto this small connector piece. Peg goes in this hole, and you get a Toa arm piece, but I think this came off of VZOC because I don't think any of the Toa have silver ones. Anyway, so that's off from VZOC. Then a new Hero Factory piece. Woohoo! That goes in here. Easy as that. Then little arm piece here. Arm armour goes on there. And now for the hand, you need one of these. This is actually part of classic Lego. It's got studs on the top and 2 holes in the middle. One of these is literally a socket, a ball joint with nothing attached to it, holes through the middle. You stick a blue peg through it, like that. That then attaches to here. So you have that. You then need one of these funny pieces. I have seen them in the new Ninjago sets. On the Samurai Mech, for instance, there's about 3 of them on that. I got them in a little mini set that I won from the Sun newspaper. Woohoo! And that goes on here. This piece you will need to go here, like so. Then a little round disc piece to just cover that up. Like that. And a bunch of these. Now these are arms from the what was it called? Exoforce robots, and they were also used on the Toa in like a minifigures. They go on like that. Onto there, the light silver ones. Dark silver one goes here, onto that grey piece there. Then you have a hand. That then clips onto there. And we have an arm. Oh, and as a sort of optional extra, what I sometimes add onto the back are kind of jet pieces. When I draw Toa Tom, I don't often draw them on him, but it's quite a nice thing to have. You need that on there. That comes from the new Titan Takanuva. I have 2 of them. The other one was from Tahu Mystica. Another jet thing that comes from Tahu Mystica as well. You need one of these black, not necessarily black, but black works best. It's got a cross hole going straight in like that, and another cross hole going perpendicular to it across the top. That goes down here into that hole, and then the whole lot goes onto the inside of the arm. And I'm going to put this on the wrong piece, so I'm going to take that off again. This 3-ended one goes behind the shoulder pad at the very top of the arm. On there, this jet thing goes on the side of the arm that's closest to the body. Then you need this funny blade thing from Tahu Mystica that goes on here, facing upwards, and then a claw piece goes in that hole at the top of there. Now this is where you learn that you've got the three-way piece the wrong way around. You need to make sure that it's lined up properly so that the cross lines up with, you see the cross lines up with this one, the section that I'm holding, and that one, that bit of it goes into the into the arm, so that you can get that blade on there, jet piece on there, and that then sticks out of the back like that. And there's your arm. That can go on there. You might have noticed I've put paper in some of the joints because actually they're not always strong enough to keep the whole arm up. Now, I'm going to quickly do the other arm. So, two-piece, one of these. I know what I've done wrong. That's why this wobbles. So instead of when you connect the head, you need, instead of a 2-axle, you need a 3-axle that goes all the way through into this piece here. Red pieces as before. I don't know why I took that bit apart, to be honest. Need to take the back plate off again. They go on there. Oh no, red bit, black bit goes on there first, like that. So assemble it the same way as you would have done before, but with a 3-axle through the middle of that. Then this piece here, which I missed out, that goes onto this blue connector here and links onto the back of the neck, so to stop it wobbling, and then you can put the back armour back on again. Like that. So now that that problem is fixed, let's make the other arm. Again, short connector goes through there. Focus camera, please. It's supposed to be autofocus. Come on. I'm going to have to do it manually. There you are. Right. That goes on here. But obviously in mirror image, which I almost forgot to do. Pin goes in there. Toa armour goes there. Hero Factory arm piece goes there. Hero Factory arm armour it goes there. And again for the hand you need socket joint, blue connector, funny 4x4 piece with sockets in the side, funny weird Ninjago piece, one of these. This was grey on the other hand, but I couldn't find another grey one, so I'm going to have to use black. That's that one there. Robot arms. And the thumb. And that disc thing again, that goes on there. That whole lot goes onto the arm. There's your hand. Then for the shoulder thing, yeah, like I said before, you need to make sure that the cross lines up with this axle that comes off here, and that one goes into here, to make sure that you can get this claw to face straight back, otherwise it doesn't work. And then you need this, another one of these black things goes onto the silver jet. That bit goes on there. Then Taihu Steaker's funny spinning blade thing. Yay! All done, and I'm going to have to find a way of gluing the mask on again, I think. And there he is. It's Toa Tom. Dun, dun, dun.